Next, let's start doing some numeric comparisons. So far, we've been looking at string equality. Now we can start to look at some numeric comparisons. Our next task is going to be to filter the data by outbreak settings with at least 10 outbreaks. So if we jump back to our CSV file for just a moment, we'll see that we have a column called number ongoing outbreaks. And we want to filter this data set where this column is greater than or equal to 10. Now, how can we do this? We can use numeric comparisons. And the comparison operators we have for equality of numeric values, we have a few of these operators. We have equal to, not equal to, greater than or equal to, less than, or less than or equal to. And again, these comparisons will provide either true or false. So the results for these comparison operators are intuitive for numbers. But what about our strings? What would happen in this example? Let's say we had this test data frame called dframe. We've got two columns, date and value. And we tried to write a filter condition where we ask, give me rows where the date column is greater than the value 2021-02. What do you think would happen? Imagine you were ordering these strings in a dictionary. What we're asking is, does the string in our data frame come after 2021-02 if we were to list them alphabetically? For the first row, we're asking, does the string 2021-01-03 come after the string 2021-02? At index 6, you'll notice that string 1 has the character 1, and our comparison string 2021-02 has the character 2. 2 comes after 1 in the dictionary. Therefore, our entire expression, does 2021-01-03, is that greater than 2021-02? That expression comes out to false. Now we're asking, does 2021-02-03 come after 2021-02? The key is that 2021-02-03 is longer than 2021-02. Up until index 6, both strings are equal, but our first string, 2021-02-03, is longer. All else equal, a longer string is considered to come after a shorter one. As a result, 2021-02-03 comes after 2021-02 alphabetically. So let's get back to numeric comparisons. We're going to use the greater than or equal to operator. So that's the greater than, so right angle bracket, and an equal sign to filter our data frame to include only outbreak settings with 10 or more outbreaks. Now, ask yourself, why are we using the greater than or equal to operator instead of the greater than operator? We'll take a look at that in the code in just a moment. But here's the filter condition that we're going to write. We're going to filter outbreaks by saying, give me every row where the number of ongoing outbreaks is greater than or equal to the value 10. Then we're going to filter our data frame by this filter condition and then export our data frame to a CSV file. So let's try this. So we'll create a new filter condition called filter outbreaks GT10 and set this equal to data where the number of ongoing outbreaks is greater than or equal to 10. And then I'm going to create a variable called GT10 outbreaks equals data filtered by filter outbreaks GT10. And if we run this code, take a look. All of our values are greater than or equal to 10. How can we validate that? How can we validate that? How can we validate that all of the rows in GT10 outbreaks are greater than or equal to the value 10? Pause the video and try to write the code that will confirm to you that all of the values are greater than or equal to 10. The easiest technique would be to use the describe function on your data frame. And we'll take a look at the number of ongoing outbreaks column, and we see the minimum value in this column is the number 10. Now let's revisit a question. Why did we use greater than or equal to 10 instead of using the greater than operator? Well, we could use the greater than operator to get all of the settings where there are at least 10 outbreaks. We would just need to change this condition from greater than or equal to 10 to be greater than 9. However, this code is a bit harder to glean the intent from when reading it. So greater than 9, while it produces the same result as checking for outbreak settings, where the number of ongoing outbreaks is greater than or equal to 10, but the intent is a little harder to glean. So I would recommend, just for making code easier to read, and especially for future you who has to revisit your code, that you get as specific as you can with your filter condition. Asking for the number of ongoing outbreaks where the value is greater than 9 is the same as asking for the ongoing outbreaks where the number is greater than or equal to 10. But the greater than or equal to 10 value is a bit more specific in intent. We've now filtered by numeric values. Next, we're going to try and combine some more filter conditions.